Hello and welcome again to RC Model Reviews on YouTube. And as you can see, I'm really dressed up for the winter today because it's freezing cold and there's quite a stiff wind blowing outside, which means I'm not going to be doing any flying. Now, this week, a little follow-up on the Hobby King shipping situation. Apparently all the problems are over. Products are being shipped within 24 hours of your order and they should arrive within not much more than the usual shipping time. So I'm told. So if you want to buy from Hobby King, you can do so with as much confidence as you've ever done. That's the official line. There you go. And speaking of Hobby King, they've got some new lipos, nano-tech lipos, which are quite impressive on paper. The specs look really good, up to 90C burst rating and a 5C charge rate, which means you can charge them pretty quickly if you've got a grunty enough charger to do that. I might get some of these in and give them a test because a lot of people want me to do more electric stuff and I'm quite happy to do it because I'm doing reviews of the stuff you want and you might want to buy so that you can make more informed decisions. I'm also going to start reviewing some aircraft because I've done a lot of techie stuff, you know, the receivers, the transmitter modules and bits and pieces like that. So I'm going to start looking at airframes, the things that we put all this gear in because they're pretty important. And I'm going to kick that off. I've ordered myself one of these profile 3D pattern ships called a Ultima 70 from Hokusei, something like that. Oh no, I can't speak Japanese. Anyway, I've ordered one of those and it came from Best Value RC, which was a really good experience. They kept me informed because there was a bit of a delay in the product arriving. They emailed me, let me know, and then it shipped and it arrived really quickly and it arrived in good condition, although the box wasn't, as you've seen on a video if you watch my XJet channel. So I'm going to put this together, we're going to test it out, see how it goes, because there are some really good ARFs out there, but there's some real rubbish. And I've got a review of a really bad one coming up soon, which you won't want to miss. It's a little electric 3D profile. I like profiles. A little electric 3D profile from Dynam, and it is rubbish. And I'll tell you why in a later video. So anyway, as well as getting that model since the last video, the mailbox has brought me this. It's the new FreeSky two-way 2.4 gig module and receiver, the one that is the production version of the system I've been using to design and develop and test the RC Model Reviews telemetry dashboard product. And this little thing looks really, really nice. It comes with a cable and a disc and all the bits and pieces you need. And it's available now on dealers' shelves. So they're shipping. And that's important because everyone else is talking telemetry. High-tech are shipping basic telemetry, just voltages. And you've got Spectrum due out soon, real soon, anytime now, with the DX8, which will have telemetry, but it's still vaporware because you can't buy it. It's not on dealer shelves. This is. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the dashboard product, rather than test it on the old pre-production two-way module system, I'm going to test it with the new one, the actual production one, so that what you see is what you will be able to buy. That's important. I'll also be putting this through some pretty rigorous testings to make sure that FreeSky haven't stuffed anything up by adding telemetry, which is quite easy to do. I'm quite confident they haven't, but I will be checking to make sure that's the case. If they've stuffed it up, I'll tell you. Because I don't play favourites here at RC Model Reviews, I just tell you the facts. Also, speaking of the dashboard project, I'm going to make two versions of that. There's one with the LCD, which is the all singing, all dancing, makes your coffee, cleans your windows version. And there's also going to be the light version. That will just have some LEDs and some audio alerts. And that will enable you still to measure important parameters like maximum altitude, things like that, set alarms, but it won't give you a constant updated digital reading on a LCD display. So if you just want Vario, that might be the one for you because it'll have an audio tone Vario you can use, put an earplug in your ear, tell you when you're going up, tell you when you're going down for you people on gliders who want to see what's happening. And be a few little things that will be very quick, very cheap, very easy to build, which will be important for a lot of people. And it will get the working telemetry in your hands as quickly as you want it. What else have I got? Oh yes. I mentioned last time the high model 5.8 gigahertz video system, and here it is, it came too. And it came very quickly, they shipped really fast, high model, and used EMS. It took about 3-4 working days, I think, to arrive. Pretty damn good from China. It comes, it's nicely packaged, it's got a tiny little transmitter, the aerial's much bigger than the transmitter, a little receiver, all the cables you want, and some instructions that are almost in English. And I'll be tidying those up a bit, put them on the website so that if you buy one of these, you don't have to fight your way through all the Chinese characters that they've left on the page. So keep an eye out for that one. What else? Oh yes, this weekend I tried out some OS number 7 glow plugs. Yeah, OS have been raving about these things and I was thinking, oh yeah, they're just trying to sell a new product, but I tried one out and they're really, really good. I reviewed an ASP52 a while ago and I noticed that the mid-range, the bottom end was a bit burbly. You couldn't actually lean it out enough to get a smooth transition without it cutting. So I put an OS number 7 in. almost a new engine. I had an OS number 8 in before. The OS number 7's a bit hotter. It really cleaned up that bottom end, that mid-range burbling that you tend to get with some of these cheaper Chinese motors. And I'm actually going to try that ASB52 in one of my 3D profiles because I'm getting confident that it might actually be a good engine with that new plug in it. So if you're flying glow plugs, nitro, try an OS number 7. You might be impressed. You might not, but you might be. Now, prize draw time. Yes, prize draws. Did you win the WFly high-tech Futaba compatible module and 2 receivers? Well, you don't know, do you? Go to the website and you'll find out because the winner's forum name is on the website. And if you are that person, then email me with your address and I'll mail it out to you straight away. You should get it within 7 to 10 working days. If you didn't win that prize draw, then there's going to be plenty more, so don't worry. In fact, next prize draw is for this, the Corona 8-channel 2.4 gig module and receiver for JR compatible transmitters, which is the Turnigy 9X, the FreeSky 9X, in other words, or any of the JR 9X transmitters or JR other transmitters that take these modules. You can put this in it and you can go 2.4, and it's coming with a receiver. I'll see if I can find 2 receivers actually, because I gave 2 receivers away last time. So I'll see if I can put 2 receivers in this box, and that will give you 2 8-channel receivers and a module for your JR compatible radio. These work very well. Maybe they're not the primo 2.4 module and receiver, but we've got people here fly them every weekend, never had a problem, and they're good value. New receivers, quite cheap. So you could win that. Go to the website. On the front page, you'll find a link to the next prize draw. Follow that link, it will take you to the RCModelReviews forums where you can enter a message in the topic provided saying, I want to win the JR compatible Corona module and receivers. There you go. The next time I present a video, you might be the one who's won, and there'll be one after that. So if you don't win, then just keep trying. That's pretty much it, I think, looking at my stuff here. I've had a few problems with the camera recently. I'm going to do another video, which you can have a look at when I put it up. But a few problems with the camera, which has meant this video has taken longer to get up than I had hoped. And do you like the new aspect on my bench? I move things around because now that it's midwinter, the sun only comes in from this angle, and when I face that way, I look all silly. Not that I look that clever looking this way. But anyway, I decided to give you a different view of the RCModelReviews Skunkworks workshop, so you can see that. And in response to people asking, yes, I will do a hangar tour video fairly shortly, showing you what all these models behind me are, and the ones over there and the ones over there, and all the bits and pieces around here, so you can see what actually goes on inside my little workshop. But in the meantime, that's another video for another week, or 2 or 3, and I thank you for watching. And if you're not a subscriber already to RCModelReviews, then subscribe to this YouTube channel and go to the website, join the forums, join in the community there, and just get as much value as you can out of this website. And for those of you who donated since the last video, thank you very much. If you haven't got a reply from me or a personal thank you, you will shortly, but I'm way behind the 8 ball. I appreciate those donations, small as they may be, because they just go help towards buying all the stuff that I'm going to be reviewing and giving you the answers to your questions. So thanks for watching again. See you next time on RCModelReviews.